Cameras ready, prepare to flash. Pictures of these two. Cameras ready, prepare to fly.
So hey, what's up? It's Jared F. We're here with the one, the only Laidback Luke. This is your second time here in the last couple of months.
Yes, it is.
And it's, you know, for all of us, it's really nice to see Ruby Skye on the forefront of bringing in a talent like you. This year has been an amazing year for Dutch artists in general. You know, we've got, I don't even need to say all the names. And how do you feel seeing the impact of Dutch artists on global music right now?
It's crazy. We had this sound we're doing. We had this for like over 5 years now in our country, and I always wondered why the sound never crossed the borders. And then David Guetta basically saw this happening in our country, and he decided to like make it bigger and more global. And the funny thing is, when that happened, a lot of my fellow Dutch DJs were like, we don't know, man. We've been doing this sound for so long, and we're trying to progress, and we want a more like an international sound. And but the funny thing is, so basically I said to like Afrojack and Chucky, yo, you gotta get back into the bleepy house because it's gonna, you know, take over the world. And so it did.
So you used Fruity Loops for a long time. Are you still using Fruity Loops for some of the technical kids out there and all that?
Yeah, no. I'm actually I converted to Ableton like 1.5 years ago.
Okay.
Because I really got fed up with working with Windows, and I feel the Mac system is much more user-friendly and steadier.
Absolutely. Are there favorite plugins you're using right now, or?
Well, one of my favorites since is the Silent one.
Yeah.
And also the ReFX Vanguard is like a classic one.
Classic one.
Yeah.
You're known for your dance moves on stage.
Yes.
And he was wondering, what is your favorite dance move that you're doing right now?
Oh, well, I think I'm best known for the robot. So,
yes.
Like somehow when I hear Dutch tracks, I get this feeling like I need to do the robot with it. So whenever there's like, I'm like, yeah.
Kind of going into the music industry again, how do you think that the blog movement is affecting the music industry right now?
Oh, well, I'm not necessarily a visitor of a lot of blogs, but it definitely helps in terms of promotion and everything. Basically, I see the internet nowadays as a helpful tool for promotion. And a few years ago, it was kind of tricky to like keep tracks from leaking while they weren't out. And I believe we actually like managed as artists to keep the tracks like hidden and secret, and then when it hits, it's even has more impact.
Right.
Yeah.
Hype. There's so much hype now. Where like people are doing the videos.
Yeah. And I believe the blog community really helps with hyping up.
Yeah.
Sure.
So do you have any new projects you're working on that you can tell us about? I know a lot of it's really under the wraps.
Yeah.
Any new collaborations, stuff like that?
Well, always working on new projects. My next collaboration that will be out will be with Steve Aoki and Lil Jon called Turbulence. But other than that, I'm kind of focusing on new single material and a lot of releases on my own label Mixmash.
About how do you think Twitter has affected your career, and how do you think it affects the careers of DJs in general right now?
Well, I've always loved being close to the people that enjoy my music through my forum on my website, and basically Twitter helps me to be more closer, and I really try to be active on it. And I believe the whole world has become smaller through Twitter. Like, I know what the fellow DJs are doing. Actually, I was talking about this today. I was speaking to a lot of people in LA who went to my New Year's gig, and I actually knew what they wanted to hear because I was in touch with them on Twitter.
That's really cool.
So a lot of tracks I threw in there yesterday was influenced by me chatting to these people.
It's like 21st century requesting a song almost.
Yeah, and you could even do that, but yeah, there were just like requests coming in, and I was like, okay, we'll see.
That's what the people want.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I always kind of feel like a lot of DJs sometimes forget that there's a whole, like, the job of a DJ is to make people dance, to connect with them with what they want to hear sometimes.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's refreshing.
To be honest, I don't play tracks I don't like, but I really feel there has to be like 50% catered to the audience and 50% of like new stuff or influences I can bring.
How do you manage being a father and being a DJ? Like, for me, this is a constant debate I have with my wife of like how much time, if my career gets to a point where how long can I be on the road and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep like the two juggled. Basically, I have this system. I don't tour longer than 2 weeks. Whenever whenever I really need to have time with the kids after 2 weeks, and that's when I frequently see them.
Have you ever thought about moving out of the Netherlands? And if so, where would you move on this planet?
Well, I've been thinking about that recently. Actually, I have a new girlfriend now. She's American. And I'm thinking about, like, you know, it's interesting to like spend more time over here. Thinking of, you know, LA, maybe New York. I don't know yet, but you know, it's tempting. Yeah, for sure.
Pete Tong had said that California was the #1 rising dance music place in the world.
For sure, I agree.
For all of us, like, we're all extremely happy to have that. And if you did move here, well, Californians would open our arms to you.
Awesome.
We'd be honored to have you here. So, technical questions. How do you feel about a lot of the new technology that's coming out, like Traktor's S4 controller, you know, Traktor, Serato, and stuff like that? I know you're a diehard CDJ guy.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about making the switch over to some of these devices?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like to me, house music has always been about cutting edge technology. Like the whole electronic dance music was based on being making music with technology. And so I'm still very open to any sort of new development that comes along. So when Traktor was like still new and up and coming, I tested it. I went on an Australian tour with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It didn't work for me after all.
Yeah.
Like I had one gig, my laptop crashed during the gig, and I started it and it crashed like 3 more times during the gig, and I was like, okay,
done.
F this, I'm done.
Yeah.
And same goes for Serato. I tried it, I tested it. It didn't work the way I wanted. I work a lot with cue points.
Right.
And obviously you can use cue points on Serato, but you need to program them on your keyboard. And I really don't want to be like checking my email while I'm DJing and stuff.
Right.
And like 1.5 years ago, I tested touchscreen DJing with with an with an HP tablet.
Okay.
But the touchscreen technology wasn't developed as much as it is now yet. So whenever I would hit a cue, I needed to hit it twice or 3 times even to actually make it work. So I'm very much up for like all the new technology, and I'm always on the lookout for the next step.
They've got like so many different controllers and everything now. They've got latency so much lower, and the reliability of the stuff. Like I said, I've always been, unfortunately, an early adapter sometimes, but at the same time, like, it's really exciting to see all of this stuff changing.
Well, I agree. Like the Native Instruments controller look awesome, and the possibilities are amazing.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of like holding back on the laptop in the club thing, but it would be great if one day it would just be all incorporated in the desk. Or,
right. Still just plug in your USB chip and then it's all right there. Thank you very much for your time, and
thanks for having me.
It's really an honor to meet you again. And
good to
hope you have a great set tonight, which we know you will.
All right.
We've all seen you a number of times, so we're all very excited to see you. We're excited to be here.
Awesome.
And once again, thank you so much for giving us this talk.
Thank you, guys.
Cool. Cheers.
Cool.
All right.